Hey everyone. So I thought I'd start doing these like walk and talk where I take you with me on a walk and just share my thoughts, I guess. So one being as a kid, okay, I was always fascinated when I went on these camping trips, caravanning with my parents, and in the evenings I'd always like see these moths flying around and buzzing around the gas lamps, and the next morning you'd see all these dead moths, you know, um, lying on the ground. And I'd always like sort of think, these poor bastards, what was the point of their life, right? Like they were born and they just, saw this light and just ended up, dying there because they didn't move on. They didn't fly further than that. They got distracted with this light and ended up dying there. And it would sort of a bit bother me a bit because I'm thinking, sure, what was the point of that? You know, and as I've grown up and got older, I've watched, or should I say, I've learned a lot of similarities between animals and humans, in the sense that there's a lot that we can learn from them, in terms we think that we're so different, but the more I think about it or more I compare, in some things we're not at all. So where I'm going with this is, I used to, as a kid, think, how stupid are moths, for getting so distracted and then end up dying and not fulfilling your potential of what life, could have had for you. I used to think how they're dumb creatures, and then you grow up and the penny drops and you start to, notice some things that are very similar, in the sense that how many people sit in front of a screen or TV, which is just this flickering light, and your pets probably look at you and think, this poor bastard, all he does or she does is sit and watch this flickering light, and any form of intelligent life out there that looks at us must think the same, the same perception of what we think, a moth is. It's the same. So not to say that, TV and your phone doesn't have a place, but I do think in a lot of ways it steals from our lives a lot, even though it has the potential to, answer any question or give you any information you want. We don't utilize it for that. We squander it on bullshit. And I'm the same. I don't preach that I'm any better. We all sort of fall victim. I have my favorite series that I like to watch, so I'm not by any means preaching and thinking that I'm holier than thou. But I do sort of now take inventory check and say, okay, what else could I be doing that is more, not rewarding, but fruitful, that you've got something to show for this time. So I mean, if we had to imagine life without any, television and phone, what would it be? What would our life be, you know? I think we'd have a stronger connection to your partners and kids, for starters, because that's all you'll have. You know, you'd have a way stronger bond with family, because you'd rely on each other for entertainment. So, yeah, as good as what technology is, I think it's also detrimental. Anyway, that's my little rant for the day.